Hello friends, today I am going to show you division of integers. So let's start with the basics. We've learned that 15 divided by 5 is written as 5 outside and 15 inside the curve. You can also write it as 15 by 5. Okay, so what will be the quotient so that you will get a number 15 with divisor 5? 5 what's a 15? Yes, 5 3s are 15. So you'll write the quotient as 3 and subtract what you have written. 5 3s are 15. So you get a remainder 0. 15 minus 15. So this becomes your quotient, this becomes your dividend, this becomes a remainder, and this becomes a divisor. So we'll take another example. 23 divided by 5. You can also write it as 23 by 5. So 5 outside, 23 inside the curve. 5, what's a 23? Actually there is nothing that gives you 5 somethings are 23. So you'll find the closest possible smallest number that is very close to 23. Okay, the closest smallest number that is close to 23 in the 5's table. So what's the 5's table? 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15, 5 4s are 20, and 5 5s are 25. Now both of them are close to 23, but which is the closest and smallest one? 20. So you'll write 5 4s are 20. Now you'll subtract 20 from 23 to get a remainder 3. Okay, you'll get a remainder 3. So this becomes your quotient, this becomes your remainder, dividend, and divisor. How do you write the answer you've received with the quotient and the remainder as a mixed fraction? So 23 divided by 5 will be, this is your quotient, that is 4, 3 by 5, remainder by divisor. This will be a format. Now how do you bring back the mixed fraction into the normal function? So it is divisor into quotient plus remainder upon the whole divisor. So you know we have got this mixed fraction. So 4 3 by 5 you can write it as divisor into quotient plus remainder the whole upon 5. So 5 into 4 plus 3 the whole upon 5. 5 into 4 is 20 plus 3 upon 5 is 23 by 5. So you've got how to write the answer you've received in mixed fraction, also convert the mixed fraction into normal fractions. Now let's move forward. How do you plot negative and positive fractions on the number line? So yes, let's plot this minus 1 by 3. Now how will you plot minus 1 by 3? So you think that you have divided 1 into 3 parts. So it will be obviously less than 0. So it will be somewhere here you divide 1 into 3 parts. 1, 2 and 3. So this will be your minus 1 by 3. Okay. Now 3 by 2. Now what will you do is convert this into mixed fraction first. How will you do it? We'll divide 3 and 3 divided by 2 you will do, right? What is 3 divided by 2? Quotient will be 3 divided by 2. Quotient will be 1, right? Quotient will be 1. What will be a remainder? 1 by 2, right? How did you do this? You will get like 2 here, 3 here, 2 1s are 2, minus you will do, what is it? Closest possible. If you take 2 2s are, then what will happen? It will become 4 and it will be greatest possible. Okay, this is closest possible value. Closest and smallest. So here it is remainder 1. So you'll write 1, that is your quotient. This is your remainder upon divisor. So you know that it's 1 here. So 1 and 1 by 2. What is 1 by 2? You're dividing this part, 1 के आगे का part into 2 divisions. Right? 1 का आगे का part in 2 divisions. That is 3 by 2. 2 divisions मतलब 1 division, 2 division. Finish? Now minus 3 by 2, what will you do? Exactly opposite. Here, this was between 1 and 2. This will be between minus 1 and minus 2. So here it will be minus 3 by 2. Now, what if I want to plot 9 by 4? So what will you do? Divide it. What is it? 4 words are closest and smallest. 4 twos are 8. Remainder 1. How will you write this in mixed fractions? 2, 1 by 4. Right? So it will be somewhere between 2 के आगे. 2 के आगे, divide it in 4 parts. Okay, so let's now plot this 2, 1 by 4. So where will you plot? Divide 2 के आगे का part in 4 parts. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. I have divided by dividing the whole part into 4 parts. Okay, I have divided it 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now you will write 1 by 4, the first part of the fourth part. So this will be a first part of the fourth part. What would we had done that time? The first part of the third part. So this was a first part of the third part, right? So here it is first part of the fourth part. So it will be 2, 1 by 4, that is 9 by 4, which we wanted to plot. Did we get that? Yes. Now you'll learn mutually opposite pairs. Now what did we do here? We plotted 3 by 2 and we also plotted minus 3 by 2. I said this is exactly, if this is between 1 and 2, this will be between minus 1 and minus 2. So those are mutually opposite pairs, like 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2, or 7 by 9 and minus 7 by 9. Now why do they call them mutually opposite pairs? Because when you add those two numbers, you will get the addition of it is 0. So 1 by 2, addition of minus 1 by 2, what is it? 0, right? So number and a negative of that only number, that gives you a addition 0. So therefore they are called as mutually opposite pairs. Now when you divide a positive integer by a negative integer, like 13 divided by minus 2, there's a rule that you should always write it as 13 and 2, but your minus sign should be in the numerator. Okay, minus 13 by 2. That's a rule you should follow during writing. Okay, so always keep the negative sign on the numerator. Always keep the denominator positive. If it is 7 by minus 5, you have to write minus 7 by 5 while writing the complete answer or the final answer. Okay, now let's go to actually what we wanted to learn, that is the rules. Okay, what are the rules here? Positive divided by positive, your quotient will be positive. Positive divided by negative, your quotient will be a negative. Negative divided by positive, you will get a quotient as negative, and negative divided by negative, your quotient will be positive. Okay, done? Then we'll get to learn now few examples now, and you'll see how will you write your answers. Okay, so let's see. 52 and 68 with a minus sign. Now let's divide it. Okay, so that you'll get a clear idea how I keep dividing. Okay, so let's divide it by 2. I can see both even numbers, so start dividing it by 2 first. So 2 ones are remainder, 2 twos are remainder 2, remainder is 1 now. What will happen when you divide 52 by 2? 2 twos are 4, remainder 1, right? And again a carry of 2. 2 6 are 12, 0. So you get 26. Similarly, what if I divide 68 by 2? 2 threes are 6, 2 fours are 8. Again I see an even number. Let's divide again it by 2. So 2 13s are 26 and 2 1s are 2, 2 7s are 14. So you get this. So you get your answer as minus 13 by 17. Your numerator will be negative if there is a negative sign in the fraction. Now comes this 90 by minus 28. Keep dividing it. I can see it can be divided by 2. So this will be 45. 90 when you divide by 2 you get 45 and this will be 1 and 4. So that's your final answer. But how will you write it? You will not write the numerator, you will not write the denominator negative. You have to write for minus 45 by 14. This will be your final answer. So let's see this 50 by 5 with minus signs. 5, I can see it can be divisible by 5 now because there's a 0 and 5 in the units place. 30 and this is 1, 5 ones are 1, 5 ones are 5 and 5 3s are 15 with a 0. So the answer will be plus. Why did I do this? Negative. So my negative and negative, my quotient should be a positive. Again 5 by 315, negative, what will happen? 5 ones are 5 6 are with the remainder 1, remaining is 1 and 5, 1 and 5, 5 3s are 15. So my answer will be 1 by 63, but positive. Minus and minus, quotient will be positive. Okay. Now 80 by 6, what is it? When I divide 80 by 6, I see I can divide it by 2 again. So 40 and 3. So my answer is 40 by 3. Did you get that? Okay. So let's come back to some questions such that my question is write 5 division of integers such that its fractional form is 22 by 7 only. So what are the possible cases where you will get after division or after following my rules, your answer will be 22 by 7 only. So how will you do that? So if I write my 22 by 7 as this, will it change? Will it change? Because 22 by 7 with minus signs by my rule 4 was quotient is positive. So this will ultimately result to 22 by 7. Okay, so this becomes my one of the pair, one of the integers. Then what if I do 22 by 7 multiply by 2 and multiply by 2? What will become? 44 by 14. So what I divide this by 2 again? 2. So I am getting 22 by 7 back. So that new fraction would be 44 by 7. So this. Again I can write this also by minus 44 and minus 7. Did I get 3 pairs till now? Okay. Again I'll make one more pair by multiplying this by 3, multiplying this by 3. So this becomes 66 upon 21. Again when I divide, it will be like 3 2s are 6, 3 2s are 6, 22. Then 3 7s are 21, 22 by 7. So again I'll get 22 by 7. So this is my pair. And again if I write this, again I'm getting 66 or 22 by 7. So these are my 4 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are my 5 pairs. Okay. Now write 5 division integers of integers such that the fraction form is 23 minus 23 by 3. Okay. What if I write minus here? Yes, I'm back to this again. So this will be my one of the pair. As I've told, never keep this in minus. Denominator is minus. Always keep it in numerator. So this will be my integer again, fraction again. Okay. So now what if I multiply 23 by minus 23 by 3 by 2 again. Multiply and divide both the numerator and denominator by the same number does not make a difference. So when I multiply, it will be 46, and then this will be 6 minus 46 by 6. Again, if I divide, it will be 23 and 3. Right, 23 by 3 you will get. So this is my one of the integers. Again, I can write 46 by 3, but negative sign down. This becomes another division of integers I am getting, such that my fractional form again will turn to this. Now I'll divide and I'll multiply both the sides by, say, let's take a bigger number, 5 and 5. So 23 multiplied by 5, 5 3s are 15, 1, 10, 11, 5 2s are 10 plus 1, 11. So this is 1, 1, 5 with a negative sign, and 5 3s are 15, you know, 15. So again I can write this. This is my answer. And plus I can write what? 115 divided by minus 15. So these becomes my 5 division of integers, such that my fractional form is minus 23 by 3. Okay. What I've done? I have taken and I've put this minus sign in the denominator. I have kept multiplying it with the same numbers in numerator and denominator. Any number. You can take here 10, you can take here 20, you can take here 8, 9, whatever. But multiply and divide both the numerator and denominator. Multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number only. Okay, let's go to the rules now. There are few more rules such that you will get to know what to do while playing with the fractions. Okay, any number divided by 0, the quotient is always not defined. So whatever, if I write 100 divided by 0 or 9 divided by 0, it's not allowed. Okay, that's not defined. You cannot divide a number by 0. Okay, any number divided by 1, the quotient is that number itself. If I divide 9 by 1, my answer will be 9 itself. So you get the quotient itself. That number which you are dividing by 1 is back again. When you are dividing 0, that is 0 divided by any number, the quotient is 0. 0 divided by 2, answer is 0 only. 0 divided by 8, the answer is 0 only. Okay. When you multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same number, then the fraction still remains the same. What have you seen here? I am multiplying and dividing the number, the numerator and denominator by the same number, then too my fraction remains the same. After I cancel this out, I am going to get 23 by 3 only, minus 23 by 3 only. My fraction does not change. Okay, so follow these rules. You'll get to answer all the fractions and division of integers very well. Thank you.